Welcome, viewers of Edu TV across the world. In the first education channel and in our favorite program, Schools, Universities and Corporate. This is your host, Pranav Guha Thakurta from Edu TV, New Delhi, India. Our guest today is our guest today is Dr. Manju Gupta, Director, Strategic Management at Mangalmay Group of Institutions. She has over 20 years of rich multicultural experience with education industry, strong credentials in rolling out innovative teaching methods, online trainings, business strategies, operational excellence across diverse functional disciplines, offering performance driven leadership and training experience in the area of IT operations, business creation, build strategic alliances, digital marketing, artificial intelligence, design thinking, robotics process, automation, and IT technologies, and advanced Excel modeling. She's mentor to various projects, including imsspectrum.com, giving performance driven training to Ghana professional for IT empowerment. Appointment as keynote speaker for Big Data Analytic course by CDAC Noida for the participants of 38 countries. Expert panel committee member of NIOS for course revision and upgradation, delivering online lecture, MOOC session on radio about IT innovations at NIOS, trainer for NIES BUD and CDAC for delivering course on women empowerment through IT innovation, and digital marketing to the participants of 40 countries, invited as a session chair in an international conference, BDAB 2016, on big data analytics for business in March 2016 in association with UN Sanitary University, Indonesia, Spears Schools of Business US, and University of Tennessee. Several universities and organizations world over regularly take her academic inputs for curating newer propositions, newer project designs, newer trainings, and better tech policy spaces. You're truly global, Dr. Gupta.
Thank you
So,
so much, sir.
Dr. Gupta, now the new buzzword we are hearing is metaverse.
Metaverse, yeah.
As a layman, we would like to understand what exactly is metaverse, ma'am. Over to you, Dr. Gupta.
So, metaverse is nothing but a 3D digital space mixed with the real world and the virtual world. Or I can say that it has a kernel trend for the future education with great potential. So when we look at the metaverse, how metaverse is changing the education, how metaverse is focusing on across the globe, I must say. So metaverse is basically a simulation model which is based on the 3D world, I must say. But when we mix it with the real world, it becomes a space of metaverse where you can see your own avatars and you feel like that you are into the real world environment. So that is all about the metaverse. But then metaverse is changing the entire business perspective, entire perspective of the looking at the things and thought processes. So then metaverse is entering into various different areas, and specifically if we look at how metaverse is entering into the education. So during the COVID, we all have realized that how we are exposed into the virtual world, and then we have started doing education through the virtual environment. But the need has been realized that the practical has to be done into the virtual environment as well. So when we are performing practicals into the virtual environment, then you need to have simulation models. So metaverse basically enables student to learn in a fully immersive and multimedia environment that leverage both the physical as well as the digital world. So it is an amalgamation of basically physical and the digital world, I must say.
Ma'am, we would like to have your advice for the students
Hmm.
who will be
Hmm.
writing their examination of class 12th in
Hmm.
2023. What
Hmm.
all careers will be there roughly after
Hmm.
4 years when they graduate?
Hmm.
Or what do you suggest them how they should go about to make their career? Because in last 4 or 5 years, a lot of things have changed. Over to you, Dr.
Change, yeah. So I'm taking an example of 12th student first. When student in the 12th class, he is very, very confused what career choices he has to make. Because traditionally, it has been imbibed into our mind that we have to go for arts, science, commerce. These three are the major stream which has come up since years. But now the trend has changed. Now students are going into humanity. Students are going into data science. They are doing certification in blockchain along with their traditional curriculum, because I must say, degree is the basis to enter into the company. But degree is not only the criteria to sustain themselves into the industry. So they have to be very, very skill savvy. So when student in the 12th class, then they look for, either they go for arts graduation, or they go for commerce graduation, or they go for science graduation. But when I'm talking for, even for commerce, so only BCom will not suffice the purpose. So along with the BCom, student has to opt for those institutions, those who are into value added learning along with the traditional curriculum. Say for an example, BCom with digital marketing, or BCom with, CMA, CFA or CPA, or for the matter, they can go for BCom with digital marketing, or they can choose for BCom with data science, or they can go for BCom with any of the financial analytics course, or maybe, any of the certification which give them value added learning and edge into their own curriculum. So only traditional BCom will not suffice the need of the industry. Similarly, when they're opting for BBA, so BBA broaden their more, horizon. So you can do a scholar BBA. So when there is a scholar BBA, along with the BBA, they have to go for certain certification program which is imbibed into their curriculum from first year, second year, and third year. I'm taking an example. So those students who are BBA graduate, they can enter into Japanese market, because a lot of multinational companies are coming up in India from Japan, and Japan has a crunch of manpower. So student has to prepare themselves for those market who really need them. So then they have to start from first phase of Japanese course from the first year of BBA. Second year they can go for level 2. Once they are certified with level 2, they are eligible for doing job in Japan. They have a huge crunch and they are welcoming the Indian student, but they should have to have either BBA graduation or BSc graduation. Similarly, when student into BCA has lot of wider options. Along with the BCA, they can go for struts and hibernate, or they can go for data science, or they can go for machine learning, business analytics, and even for the fact they can go for web designing and web analytics. So that means the only traditional curriculum will not work. Though over the year we have realized we have moved from traditional to professional curriculum already. But there are many institutions who have added that, who have made them professional plus. So now what is professional plus? The degree which is BBA, BCA, BJMC, or maybe BLLB, BCom LLB. But along with this curriculum, they have collaborated with various edtech companies. Those are providing them value added learning, maybe by SAP or Amazon AWS or blockchain, or even for the matter CFA, CMA, and CPA through different educations portfolios. So such kind of curriculum has been added and it is giving them a lot of edge. So that means they're entering into the global education world. So this way graduate student has to prepare themselves. So once they are prepared, now what kind of job market are enabled? Now there is no limit that any of the BBA graduate cannot enter into the IT department, IT field. Because now we are looking for techno managers. We are not looking for managers. Companies are not looking for managers. I'm just taking an example. If any of the student who is good in marketing, so that doesn't mean that he has to do traditional marketing, because nowadays 75% budget of a company is allocated to digital marketing. If the student is graduate and he has a good acumen of marketing, but then there are very, very big chances that he would not be successful. The reason is because he is not aligned with what industry is looking for. So industries are looking for digital marketing. Now the consumer behavior has changed. Consumer needs have changed. Consumer buying capacity have changed. Consumer are more into online world than into the traditional world. So then in that case, a marketer has to change his thought process, and of course they have to align with what exactly the consumer is wanting. So then he should look for digital marketing along with the traditional marketing. So similarly, when we look at HR, so any of the student who is good into HR and they want to go into HR field. So now traditional HR is not working. I am not saying that it has been obsolete, but yes, now there is a trend of online HR systems or online HR processes, online HR policies, or for the matter, we are into HR analytics. So then in that case, along with traditional HR, he has to look for HR analytics. Similarly, marketing analytics. Now, if we talk about finance, so generally in BBA or BCom, students go through traditional financial practices, which has been taught to the student in these colleges. But then the entire financial market now is online. Majority of their client and customers are working online. All the process policies are inbuilt as per the online environment. Then student has to go through the financial analytics. So the point is they have to, I mean, institution has to take this step to change the curriculum into the four different parameters. We call it as knowing, doing, being, and next, where they have to be taught the next. I'm sure student must have opted the good colleges, and based on their skill set, they have to move forward. Now I'm coming to the point, they have been graduated, what kind of job market is available. So what I personally feel, there is no dearth of job openings. There are plenty of jobs available. The only lacking point is students are not having that skill set which industry is looking for. Despite of the government have announced various skill platform, various skill initiatives has been taken by government as well. Even the private institution is very focused to give them quality education, skill-based education. But still, 50% students have the same mindset that they have to clear their degree only. They have to get the degree. So again and again, I'm saying to those students who are looking only for degree, this will not take them anywhere because industry is looking something else. Now, so I'm coming about the job market. So job market is very expanding. There are plenty of options available. You just need to have to acquire these skills. So when if I look at the IT student, are initially they thought that if they have done BSc or I mean BCA or even BTech IT or BTech CS, they'll be becoming developer or programmer. So these two fields were there in mind always. Since years, they are thinking that either they'll become developer or the programmers. No, this is not the case. If IT student can go for analytics as well. I mean, they can become an analytics manager, or they can go for process manager, managers, or website developers, website designer, I must say, and web developers. Blockchain area has emerged as a very expressive field nowadays. So that means plenty of options are available for them to enter into this market, except the programmers or developers. Because now the entire four, spectrum, be it marketing, be it management, IT, journalism, or law, everybody is dominated by IT. Because without IT, no department can sustain and survive. So then the chances of getting into this world is more easy for the IT students. But then, as I'm saying about the management graduate, so the companies are not looking for manager, they are looking for techno managers. So techno managers means they should have to have technical knowledge as well as management skills also. A BBA or BCom graduate definitely must be having comparatively higher knowledge for the fundamental aspect of financials or accounting, or for the fact business management. But if they have acquired some technical knowledge also, like they have to strengthen themselves in advanced Excel. Advanced Excel is very important to go through, which is a very easy tool. They should definitely go for it. Or they can acquire some of the online open source certification for business analytics, data science, for digital marketing, or even for SAP. Some short-term modules are there, which is online available, and that's too free of cost. Once they get feel that they are getting aligned into this curriculum, they can go for paid certifications and paid modules. But initially, they have to start with the free courses, which is available on various platforms. So accordingly, then they can enter into financial market as a financial advisor, financial analyst, financial managers, or digital marketing analyst, digital marketing associate, or research associate. Because research associate is basically what they have to do the marketing analysis. They have to read the consumer behavior. Based on the consumer behavior, they have to get the data, and this data they must be submitted to the company after doing certain analysis. When we look at journalism field, where student is going from a BJMC, they are doing Bachelor of Journalism and Mass Communication. So now this field is also very much dominated by the IT things and IT parameters, because now online journalism is there, digital journalism is there. So traditional journalism will not suffice the need, because anyhow, of course, it has his own market, own place. But then student have to get through all the, this Prezi and this online softwares which they have to go through to acquire more skills and more knowledge so that they can compete with the real world. Similarly, when we talk about law, now law is predominantly dominated by the traditional things only, because nothing more has been changed in the law. This field is comparatively getting slow as compared to the other previous three fields. So more theoretical and things which has been laid into the books. So law is majorly going into that area only, except the cyber, law has been added and digital law has been added. So then they have been going through this as a curriculum. So I think this way the industry is changing a lot, and students have to prepare themselves based on the needs of the industry.
Thank you so much, Dr. Manju Gupta. I think you like this, you're passionate about this thing, you can keep speaking on it and you can counsel students. What we will do,
Yeah,
ma'am, next time we will organize your interaction and chat with students so
yeah,
that
yeah, I'm very happy. Yeah.
we can bring the students to your campus also. We work with roughly all the schools of Noida, Expressway, and Greater
Mhm.
Noida. Fine.
Mhm.
So thank
Yeah.
you so much, ma'am. I think you're a true visionary also and a technocrat. Sorry, you gave me a good terminology, techno manager. Fine, ma'am. Thank you so much.
I am Harshini Sudarshan. I am a grade 12 student studying at Delhi Public School, Bangalore East. For those of you who are watching, at Edu TV, we are having a program where we conduct talks and interviews between students and university outreach heads in order to find out more about the colleges that we want to join in, and what these colleges and universities are offering to us.
I would like to ask you this, that like as Shamsa said that it was just the beginning of CS at this time. So how have you come into CS, or like what made you think that you should pursue CS at that point of time? That time.
Okay, so I think I came into computer science accidentally because in 1994, when I wanted to, pursue my engineering, so I had a very good rank. In those days, the number one branch was not computer science, it was electronics.
Edu TV is also having a taster program, and some of you may know what it is. It is just to get a taste of college life.
Good morning. I am Chaya Khanna, Principal Scholars Home School. I would like to express my gratitude to Pranav for giving this opportunity to our class 12 students to visit Graphic Era. I'm sure our children will know of the many avenues that they are not aware of.
My name is Veda Gopala and I'm from Scholars Home, and I thought it was quite an enriching experience. I really like the campus and the workshop facilities.
So students are taken on a visit to the university or the college premises to get a taste of what is actually college life in those 3 or 4 crucial college years of your life. So you get to know about placements, job opportunities, careers of the future, what that college or the university has to offer to you, how campus life is in general.